Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, because we can't go there. We need to go there. That's where our main quest is. That's where Tomin, Hanvaki, the Finnish man is, and we can't do that. Mim, in the meantime, hiccups. Mim is also nowhere to be found. I have no idea. The internet doesn't know where she is, or he, I don't know, it's whatever, where they are. And some enemies let's try to avoid. And can I do that? Well, I can't. I am exhausted, so this is going to be an interesting thing. Anyway, we can't proceed with the quest that we have. What we have over here, is that a saber-toothed tiger? It is! Also known as a Smilodon. Then I think everything is going well, so not a big deal. Skin. There we go. Can we move? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Where are we going? Over there? Sounds good to me. So yeah, we are basically stuck with the quests that we have. That's our current situation. So we're going back home, we're gonna take care of advisor stuff, and of course, taking care of advisor stuff unlocks a bunch of new quests anyway, so that's always good to do. Let's continue. The one mission I really want to do, though, is, and look at that, we have new things. The one mission I really want to do is the shrine that I promised. But of course, not having another town is gonna sort of impede the shrininess of that. So let's go to the throne room. Don't think I need to rest or anything, but it's fine. Let's see if anything happens just by us entering the throne room, and indeed something happens. The storyteller is showing around. Your Grace, please spare me a few moments. As your curator, I request you listen to this kind lady who wishes to discuss with you something of great importance. There's the kind lady. The Aasimar, she's an Aasimar, she bows. The young woman is wearing simple clothes, but carries herself with dignity. Of course. My greatest respect, Baroness. My name is Rikri Sharvan, and I am the leader of a small group of enthusiasts who wish to enrich life in the city. I come to you for two reasons: to tell you about our cause and to ask for your support. A while ago, an idea emerged in our ranks. Even though there are many ways to entertain oneself in the capital, there are still not enough cultural events taking place, even as artists are starved for money and audience. Thus, we have decided to form a society for the appreciation of fine arts. Each member pays a modest monthly fee, and in return gets to vote which event the society should fund each month. Just imagine, the community will finally be able to organize exhibitions, performances, philosophical debates, concerts, and do this all on its own. We will inspire our friends and neighbors, but in order to provide an adequate reward for our most distinguished artists, we shall need to extract more members and increase funds. It troubles me that we can't focus on the culture of the common people and do away with this fine arts nonsense and just embrace the beauty of the common culture. Because we can't. That's not what the quote culture unquote stat is. Anyway, Rikri folds her hands. All we ask of you is a little support. Any funds you can spare will be most welcome, of course, but we especially need your help in funding and promoting the society and organizing the events. It will require a great effort to make this dream come true. The Aasimar bows again. Thank you for your time. Please, if you decide to support us, send us a message through your curator, and whatever your decision, I hope your esteemed advisor will honor us by taking part in the opening ceremony. 50 build points. That's fine. It's actually quite cheap. The storyteller cocks his head. So, what shall I tell Lady Sharvan? To my mind, these people need our guidance and attention more than they need our money. We could inform all the city of this newly founded society and assist in the collection of membership fees. Yeah, it's gonna be the choices here. Culture +3, community culture +3, +1 each, I should say. Let's go with that one. Thank you very much. And, I don't need the money anyway, because we have a whole lot of stuff in here that we can sell, and we have a lot of build points as well, which is great. It is fantastic. And Lindsay and everybody else is just sticking around. Let's look at what we have. Well, actually, that's probably... The exclamation mark was probably that, and there it is. Just by doing that, we get the +1. But that's because we attended to the curator, and the other effect applies automatically because we're... because we did it, I think? Maybe? Either way, we gotta rank up over here. And we have 39 days and 23 days going on over there, and 7 days over there. That's quite a lot. Actually, 14 days. Okay, well, who's that? Supporting a... that sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. Off we do. Off we do. That's how words are said. An Ancient Curse Part 3. Yeah, that's right. We took care of that. And, there it is. Support the Curator Endeavors for 2 weeks. We now are at Culture 3. And of course, he's going to want to talk to me pretty soon. We have cheap publicity here at Triumph. And that is very good. That one keeps appearing, which is fine. We have a Triumph here as well for the Wandering Monsters. The mob monsters invaded the region. And Rigongar showed up. Our warriors mounted a large-scale raid and slaughtered all the monsters. That's what happened. Their bodies were stuffed in mountain... Oh, that's even worse. But stability goes up because of the gruesome display of monsterhood. Let's see. Over here, Exorcism... What? Exorcist... What? No, that's not what it is. Extortionist guards. Citizens of the region are angry because the guards are extorting people. Castiel showed up and personally intervened and arrested a bunch of people and also tried them. The people now free of the greedy guards are satisfied. And we get a bunch of military for some reason. He doesn't say why, but specifically why. Trade tax is a success here. The treasurer not only left the loophole open... Oh, dang it. Wait, what? But deliberately lowered other taxes, which made sales volumes across the barony soar. The whole situation is weird. This fully covered the losses of the treasury. How exactly does that work? Some half-elf trading fabric in the capital discovered a loophole in the law. Oh, it's a different result because of Canara. I'm not really sure what happened, but... Economy +3. Sounds good to me. Nothing else went down. So that's nice. We can strengthen the curator, rather, the storyteller, as a curator. Is that what he is? Yes, he is. Actually, I would like that. So he can go strengthen himself. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. We have a couple of these over here. And we have a few things over here. A noble in trouble. The leisure boat of a noble woman from Brevoy ran to ground on a sandbank in the river. The foreign guest requests aid from the ruler. Okay. Sounds like a good time to send Casil up in there and see if he can... Oh, let's go to the throne room. See if he can unsand the boat by himself, I think. Maybe? I don't know what's gonna do. He's probably gonna take care of tax loopholes and whatnot. Your grace, he says. With Casil, I mean. We have urgent news from Jamandi Aldori. The Sword Lord is asking for aid with an unusual problem. Here is her letter. I keep getting... The Sword Lord, it's the nation that they're from, I think. It's not a sword lady, it's weird. Anyway, it's her letter, because it's Jamandi. Please read it when you have a moment. Oh, actually, I probably should read it right now, because I can. Gilladel, she writes, I have a problem and no one else to turn to but you. I need someone to travel to a town south of Restov. Vernhold, finally! Finally! Can you imagine the amount of time I could have wasted? And I did waste it, all off camera. But the amount of time that I could have wasted on camera just looking for things that were impossible to find. Because of scripted events. Yeah. The town was founded by Magar Varn. You met him at the reception to celebrate your new title. Recently, I've stopped getting reports from him. I didn't pay much attention to it, but in the past week, not a single traveler, merchant, or messenger from Varnhold has showed up in Restov. No one knows what has happened to the town. If I were you, I would make sure I was ready for this journey. The plains of Dunsward are dangerous. Also, we have yet to find out what it was that cut off the communication with Varnhold. An attack, arcane magic, or some epidemic or plague. I would have gladly investigated the matter, but the current state of affairs dictates I refrain from dealing with this personally. That's the weakest excuse ever. I refrain from dealing... that excuse applies to everything. So I would love to have made my bed, Mum, but the current state of affairs dictate I must not involve myself in such matters. I would have gladly investigated the matter. Okay, yeah, there it is. I refrained from dealing with, yeah, I'm counting on you and your help. Head out for Dunsward and find out what or who stands between or behind the vanishing of Varnhold. Your friend and ally, Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Okay. Lady Aldori asks you to head to... Yeah, look at that. And then... Yeah, this doesn't make... I don't understand. This is like tyranny all over again, where the Overlord is a neutral, a non-gendered term, which is weird to me as a Portuguese person, because that's not how my language works, but apparently it is how English works. I'm not really sure. But anyway, that's not Lord Aldori for some reason. Anyway, she asks you to head to Varnhold at once. It's a barony led by Magar Varn, a brave soul who carved out the settlement from the wilderness. Until recently, he eagerly and frequently relayed to the Sword Lords his many successes, but then the letters suddenly ceased. As you may expect, this is a matter of some concern. Jamandi Aldori expects your help with this matter, for she knows of your good relations with Magar. She asks you to go to Varnhold and find out why they have fallen silent. That's fine. It's fine. Why do I have so many options? Why would... Oh, because I'm learning. Why would the Sword Lords care about Varnhold? Jamandi Aldori, says Casil, seeks allies with anyone who has proven to be trustworthy, even if only a little. Considering... I suppose... Considering... That's a weird thing. Oh, I'm friends with people who are trustworthy. That one is only a little trustworthy, but that, you know... That's not just trust works. Anyway, considering that Varnhold is the closest thing to an outpost on the east edge of the River Kingdoms, it's also useful to her in keeping an eye on Dunsward and the surrounding area. So, what do we know of Varnhold? This barony is much alike your own. It was also established by a mercenary, Magar Varn. He got his title at the same time, at the same event you did. Yeah, his dialogue was very much written with that in mind. Magar Varn is the third or fourth son in the family, so he couldn't claim his father's inheritance. Look, I guess we're assuming this is a primogenitus system, which actually is very much in line with a more traditionally medieval style of European-inspired cultures, which change a little bit. It changed a little bit in the Renaissance, which this game is not very much influenced by, but the setting is. Anyway, looks like Casil says, it looks like he hoped to establish a settlement of his own and gain wealth and prosperity that way. Yes, he carved the wilderness. What do you think has happened to Varnhold? For all we know, he just ran out of ink. And Casil says, a riot? Oh my god. That escalated quickly. A rebellion. But if that were the case, there would be refugees. No, not really. At all. Why? Okay. Whatever happened there, it must have been sudden indeed. Perhaps a bandit attack, barbarians, a plague, a ghost. Whatever it was, no one outside Varnhold seems to know what happened. Yeah, I've just been there like a couple of weeks back, and everything was fine. So hopefully the game does respect the possibility that you could go there a couple of weeks back, or in fact a few days back. I just spent, a fortnight studying or whatever we did for culture. Maybe Varn simply decided to stop dealing with Restov, I say. And Casil says, judging by Aldori's letter, the silence doesn't seem voluntary. You do realize Aldori knows just as much as we do. Or, in fact, she knows less than we do. Anyway, otherwise at least one person would have reached a neighbor and spoken about what had happened there. Sure, whatever. I understand what you mean, Casil. You're trying to patch the plot holes that could be there. Not really. They're not really. There's no plot holes in here. There's absolutely no plot holes in here. You could just say, oh, they stopped contacting us. You don't need to bring attention to the fact that that's the weakest excuse for us to go to Varnhold. It's fine. I mean, it's not the weakest. It's pretty weak, but it doesn't matter. We're good. We go to Varnhold. That's how RPGs work. That's fine. You don't need to. It's fine. Let's see. why should I drop everything and rush to help the Sword Lords? Or Varnhold isn't far off. I won't let Ristov... Yeah, so basically, this is the option that we have. So yeah, we'll do that. We should find out what happened there before the same fate befalls us too, running out of ink. Then it's time to gather a party and lead and head to Varnhold, Your Grace, he says. In fact, running out of ink wouldn't be a problem, because charcoal is a good thing to write down on parchments and stuff. So if you need to run out of ink and charcoal or other things to write with. Hooray, says Lindsay. We did it! Another attack has been repelled. The barony's stronger than ever. Your grateful subjects even brought you a gift to honor this outstanding success. 8,600 gold coins. Why 86 specifically? I don't know. They like that number. Unfortunately, now is no time to rest, says Lindsay. I do need to rest, though. Well, maybe I don't. Yeah, we'll see. Because I was exhausted when I set to increase our culture. Anyway, while everyone was preparing for the last attack, I was looking for a way to overcome the curse. I read some ancient books, talked to the locals, and then I had a word with our storyteller, and we decided that, well, he'll tell it better. The storyteller clears his throat. I am a keeper of stories, Your Grace, and I have amassed a respectable collection over my long lifetime. There are, of course, stories of curse among them, ancient and dark, having taken thousands of lives, destroyed kingdoms, and brought down. Well, says Lindsay, our curse isn't exactly a real curse. Our curse, yeah. We think there is someone specific behind these attacks, which makes it not a real curse. According to... Absolutely, it makes it like a real curse. We have seen and had quests that dealt with curses where there was somebody specific behind the curses. Lindsay, you need to look up the definition of the word real. There's no such thing. There's no definition of the word real. I mean, there is. It's just the problem is it's the philosophical matter. And anyway, it's just... Anyway, it's fine. We can continue. Oh, I'm sorry, she says, realizing she interrupted the storyteller. Lindsay turns bright red. For once, somebody realizes that they are doing that. This game does that a lot, which I'm fine with. I like the dynamic of dialogue. I like that a lot, actually. Anyway, Tristan turns pale, which is the opposite of bright red, I think. It's not a curse? Then what is it? Oh, no. They're actually focusing on that. It is a curse, Tristan. It is a curse. If this isn't a curse... Yeah, I'm more interested in defeating it than understanding it. Puh, says Lindsay. With swords and spells, of course. You can chop an ancient curse to bits. But I'm sure the villain behind the attacks would suffice. The storyteller says, Lindsay, I think the Baroness is asking whether we yet know the name of our adversary. Alas, the answer to that question is no, at least for now. Personally, I believe it is the work of some fae. I recognize their hands, so to speak. Whoever or whatever caused these attacks, I am sure they will continue. We must be ready to repel the next one. That's exactly what we'll do, says Lindsay. Sooner or later, the villain will show themselves. Once we don't know if do we know if it's a man? Do we know if it's a man? Anyway, Lindsay knows it's a man. Once he sleeps up, we can finally punish him for all the trouble he's caused. And Lindsay frowns belligerently, which means I know what it's not a very common word for me. You probably know what it means, though. That means she's being mean, I think. But it comes from bellum, which means war in Latin. Actually, bellus or bellum. Either way, it's a Latin word. Tristan chuckles faintly. I didn't expect such vitriol from you, Lindsay. That does not mean war, though. That means saltiness. In any case, I would advise hearing this villain out before punishing him. It's very important. So we know who do we know who it is? They know who it is. Do they know? I don't. Anyway, we still have no idea why this unknown enemy is threatening us in particular. Because I say that because I thought at the beginning, anyway, that it would be the nymph. The whatever. Is it a nymph? I don't remember. Especially if it's a fae. So I think this feels like a red herring. It could be Tartusio. But people tell me in the comments that I've killed Tartusio. Now, I know I've killed Tartusio. I've killed him like 3 or 4 times already. but the point is, he kept coming back. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure. Lindsay says, I'm sure we'll know our foe's face soon enough. We've repelled his attacks 3 times now. He must be reaching the limits of his patience. He won't get away until this, with this forever. Bye. See you later. Bye. Well, there it is. So that's basically another spell of waiting, I think. It's Nazriel! I think things are a little bit better now. For the first time, Nazriel arrives in person to deliver her gifts. She's clearly anxious. Your Grace, she says, I once again apologize for the dirty tricks that Sartine pulled. I would like to repay your good graces with a truly magnificent gift, but forging it will take time. Meanwhile, please accept this modest present. It isn't spoiled. I checked it 3 times. With an elegant gesture, the elven lady hands you a package. I hope you will appreciate the quality of this gift. It is better than any weapon the local masters can produce. Nature's will, I'll have to check. Your respect, wait. I thought I was gonna, can I not be just nice and not be like a douche? No, let's ask this, because I can ask for a specific type of thing. Can you give me something that can increase my speed? Speed and defense are equally important to a warrior. You shouldn't sacrifice one for the sake of the other. Better to keep both. That sounds lovely. Armor? Maybe she's gonna give me armor? I like it.
This time, the disaster didn't hit us, but our neighbors. Varnhold, a small town east of our barony, had been deserted in an instant.
Spoiler alert. Lindsay, how do you know these things? How do you know these things? Okay, well, let's get ready for anything. That's our quest right now. And, no, there's more. Varnhold vanishing. Reach Varnhold. Yes, I shall do that. Message from Jamandi Aldori. We got +1 relations. Visitor waits in the castle. That was... we dealt with that. Didn't get any plus on that. And we have Noble in Trouble over there. Fey Magic. A Fey Magician visited a settlement and made everyday things come to life. We have seen that one before. And we can send Sana up that way. No problem whatsoever. We also have Expert Mountaineering. Calique is an expert in mountaineering. Her knowledge could be useful for us while traversing mountain ranges. Doubles movement speed on mountainous terrain. Absolutely, I would, please. That costs a bunch of money, though. I could send Rugongar. Rugongar solves problems with brute force. What does Calique... it's Canara. Yeah, what's Canara do? 6 to fill the barony's coffers. I want to see what that does. How are you gonna increase mountaineering by filling my coffers? I want to see that. I absolutely want to see that. I might not be able to, but I want to see that. Okay. So, trade agreements in things that don't matter. Okay, then I can support the region's thing. I can strengthen Jod's skills as a high priest. I can strengthen Sana's skills as a high priestess. Or the Magister's endeavors here for Arcane level 1. Oh, finally. Arcane is slow, isn't it? It's not really that slow. I would love to do that. I can put her in there, I suppose. Is it that one? Yeah, I would love to do that. I might be able to do that. What are you doing? Destinous Wayside Shrines. That wouldn't be a bad idea to do that before we go to the east. And Casil's skills as a general. Casil is not a general, though. I think he's a regent. He's a general, actually. Okay. So he's going to strengthen himself as well, hopefully? Nope, that's Rugongar. Oh, that works quite alright, actually. Sounds good to me. We're going to waste a little bit of time there. Yeah, this is actually quite good. I like this combination. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we're going to spend a little bit of time here. Save the game first. So, 75% Noble in Trouble. Screw the Noble. Let's do that. 75% is a good chance anyway. Fey Magic, 100%. Sounds lovely. This is for me to waste time on. This is not. It's a little bit of money, but I have a lot of it, so go for it. Strengthen yourself. Don't scare me. Okay, well, we're not wasting time. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. For some reason, I thought I was increasing... Yeah, it's the coming out of this and going in again that makes it kind of tricky. Yeah. So I thought I was increasing my arcane. That's why I said we were going to wait 4 days or waste 4 or 5 days of these. But I'm not going to. We're good here. Could also do this one. No, that's Canara. Yeah, everything else is good. What is Canara doing? Expert mountaineering? Yeah, because that's I want to see what the result is of that, because that is hilarious. It's probably going to be another loophole in the law and the parliamentary regime and all the other stuff. Absolutely. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go east. Do I need to do anything? I don't. Let's just look at the quests over here, just in case. So we got these ones down here, Nation Curse Part 4. We're waiting a bunch of time, so it's not really that much of a problem. This is great, because the Sweet Teeth are back, and then, so basically that means that we need to go to, and I'm not exhausted or anything, so yeah. Basically that means that that we are going to be able to do, to tell them to fix Oleg's fence, or was that what I told them already? Oh, that's the wrong button, isn't it? Or maybe it isn't. Is it the wrong button? I don't know what's going on. That's the point. I must not know what's going on. The Guardian of the Bloom. She's the one. She is the one for sure.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death?
Why are you here? Are you gonna try to kill me again?
Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful Everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a butterfly caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away.
I want to ask about the, I really wanted to ask about the, maybe I will be able to ask about that, but about the curse, but apparently I might not be able to. Well, this was the issue. So you were the one behind the bloom. What have I or my subjects ever done to you? Well, did she say that already?
There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You're wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness.
I suppose the forgiveness here is, or rather the act of forgiveness is not hers to do. It's somebody else to forgive her, maybe? Because that would make sense. I don't know. If I'm a butterfly caught in a spider's web, then what are you? The spider?
I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the stolen lands, you fell under my power.
I have visited the first world and learned something about you, and about your curse. Which is a real curse. That's how magic works.
How? Though there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound?
It sounds like you're in trouble yourself. Stop trying to kill me and my subjects, and maybe I'll find a way to help you.
You want to aid the storm that strikes you and your lands? Help? Why? Though I do not want to know. You will help me either way, voluntarily or involuntarily. With your death.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna ask this question because because not. Why would I? Like, it sort of upsets me that it's weird. Why would I want to know her real name? In fact, first off, I don't know her any name, let alone her real name. So why is it real here? It upsets me because of the other time the word real was used specifically in relation to the curse. So no, just because I would ask her name, not her real name. And also, what makes a name real? Anyway, the trouble in Varnhold, do you have something to do with it?
I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it. But I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, Hound. Run, Hound, run! I want to see you stumble.
I'll ask again, why are you here? Give me an honest answer. It seems pointless to have a conversation of hints and hidden meanings.
Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
Well, she's gone. That was, I don't understand. I think that dialogue might make sense if you know what she's talking about. It's, it's probably one of those dialogues that works in hindsight rather than in foresight, as it were. Woo, you're fast. Good for you. Go, go, go. How do I get out of here, though? Yeah, she said run, and boy, do you run. Okay, where are we going? Was that the right exit? Still want to know if I'm going outside of the city or to the main... It's probably going to the outside of the city. Or to the main screen. You know, the one where we choose the tavern or the throne room or the plaza. Are we? Oh, we're over here. That's really good, actually. Yay. Is it? What do I want to do? Yeah, it is. Good. See you later. Let's go. So these people are not rested, but they have their spells back. Well, rather, they're not fully healed, but they have their spells back. That's how, for some reason, the automatic resting that happens. Yeah, there it is. The automatic resting that happens in when you spend time doing things. That's how it works. So we're going over there because that's the Tommy Mackinnon person is. That's where they are, and so I want to go there immediately. I really hope there's not another. Script event that takes us directly to Varnhold, because that way we can do that one. And also that means that we can explore the Rotten Cave, Rotten Cave, I should say, and all the things down there that we couldn't because we kept getting ambushed by the guards and having the choice. That is, it's quite something. Are we gonna be okay? Yeah, we have Valerie at the front. Okay, that's a miss. That's a bunch of reduced damage. Probably piercing damage. That's another miss. Okay, I really want to see... How does it start if it's a miss? Yeah, there it is. That's the one. So her armor class is 40. With a plus 19, it's impossible to hit. Unless you crit, of course. In which case it sucks because... Well, it's a crit. That's the problem. So I think we're good. No, we're not good. Water Elemental decided to attack Jaethal. What can Jaethal do? Is that Jaethal? Yes. Attack of opportunity? Jaethal can die. Okay, that was weird. Hopefully she doesn't die. There we go. She actually got her revenge in. A shiny sun, and there we go. Get some of those. Oh no, she's taking damage over time. No, Amiri is taking damage over... What the heck? Freezing. Oh. That sucks. It's fine. Actually, for Amiri, it is absolutely fine. A 2d10 and she took it to 2. The likelihood of that is 1%. Unless she's resisting. Yeah. It is 1% chance, and she rolled it. So it seems the game also hates the AI with the rolls. Nah, a 1% chance to roll a thing is not tremendously difficult. It's not, you know, it's not the hardest thing to achieve. Especially because it's just one thing that happened. It's fine. It happens. Okay, we got a little bit of injuries there. That was not a good encounter. I think we have seen some of these before, these elder elemental monstrosities. How much experience did I gain? So... Okay, that still applies from before. There's a lore success. Lore religion check, which gives me more information about what that is. Okay. So the level is the 16 level, I think. I can right-click and see. Outsider is the type of monster. It's basically from an outside plane, I think. That's what it's supposed to mean. I wonder how it translates into other languages, though. Because outsider, just generally speaking, words like foreign or outsider translate very differently to other languages. At least in Portuguese, we have like a bunch of different words for that. For those that have different meanings and depending on the context and whatnot. And here we are in the mountains, slow as molasses, because that's just how it works. We're also outside our kingdom, but that exclamation mark is going to show up, and look at that. Can I go there? I cannot. Journey will take some time. Your face will take some time. Let's go to the shallow gulch. This is a small ravine in the foothills. The place can be treacherous for unwary travelers. And now we can enter. While traveling through the hills of Nomen, we noticed something worrisome. Crows circled the sky, much as they do upon spying a corpse to feast upon. More ominous yet, clouds of smoke trailed into the sky as well. After noticing that, we did the easiest check, most likely. Yes, stormed over there, rattling our weapons and shouting battle cries. That's, nah, let's be stealthy. I don't want to do that. I could do that and we would succeed, but I don't want to do that. Approached carefully, trying not to reveal ourselves. We succeeded, which is a surprise. We soon saw what attracted the crows. A dead horse lay in the ditch, one leg missing and its carcass already picked at by scavengers. Near the horse was what looked to be the corpse of its former rider, a young man clad only in undergarments. The smoke was coming from a bonfire around which goblins were roasting a horse leg. It seemed their hunger was stronger than their fear of these animals. Other goblins were busy rummaging through the clothes of a diseased man. Of a or the diseased man? Either way, and taking whatever choice bits they could find. One goblin was strutting around wearing a beret with a feather, another a velvet jacket, and two other goblins were each wearing a single boot. Were in the middle of a tug of war with the dead men's trousers. When we saw this, we bared our weapons and menacingly demanded an explanation. Realizing we weren't in a playful mood, the goblins grew defensive, almost pleading. It's not us. We not killed the one. He was dead. He was dead. The goblins' words stumbled over each other in their... No. The words stumbled over each other in their haste to exonerate themselves. Okay, the goblins stumbled, maybe, anyway. But they seemed to be sincere. Horse threw him. Nasty thing. Broke his neck. Horse killed him. We not even tried eating him. Although, you did, because that's what the description said. Anyway, after hearing their story, we let the goblins go with a warning. But before that, we made sure to reclaim everything they had taken from the deceased, including a hefty coin pouch. Alas, in this backwater coin proved of little use. Alas, twice alas, the body laid before us belonged... Wait. Alas, the body laid before us belonged to none other than Tommy McKinnon that I was talking about before, a noble from Gralton, the one whose brother begged us to look for him. A letter in his jacket pocket, yellowed with age, confirmed his identity. It was signed... Yes, he was naked, but the jacket... Yeah, right. It was signed, quote, Mathian and Vanke, which is... It was not his name. I suppose it was the other person. A relative. All we could do then was take the tragic news to his brother. And we got 1,636 coins and his letter. And we found him. There we go. Found Tommy McKinnon right there. And also the end of the episode. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG. And this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.